Fever president teases roster addition with Caitlin Clark. Others, injured life without Caitlin Clark hasn't been very kind to the Indiana Fever thus far. They've lost 2 straight games after Clark injured her left quadriceps, following a 90-88 defeat to the reigning WNBA champion, New York Liberty, and they lost those games with such a close margin that it wasn't too hard to imagine them winning if they had a healthy Clark leading the way. Without Clark, the Fever's guard play hasn't been very good. They turned the ball over more times than they had assists in an 83-77 loss to the Washington Mystics. And while they put up 20 assists in the defeat to the floundering Connecticut Sun, they also coughed up the ball 15 times. Clearly, there are some changes that must be done to prevent the Fever from totally collapsing amid Clark's injury that is projected to keep her out for at least 2 weeks. With that, Fever president Kelly Kroskoff revealed the team's plans to bolster the roster. "We're down in numbers, but we're looking at adding another player," Kroskoff said in an interview during the Fever's practice on Sunday. Vaclo Peterson of Indy Star. "We're hoping to add that player before Tuesday's game versus the Mystics. It's not quite clear yet which player the Fever will be adding via the hardship exception, just so they can stem the tide of this injury wave and perhaps get back to winning ways. But fans on social media have a few ideas for which player Indiana must bring in to help cover for Clark's injury. Fever fans call for some backcourt reinforcements. With Clark on the mend, the Fever have a playmaking and ball-handling void. As has been made very clear, Kelsey Mitchell is not a point guard or a lead ball handler for that matter, and she has struggled mightily from the field over the past 2 games. Indiana Fever president confirms replacement move amid Caitlin Clark and co.'s injury crisis. Ever since the last Indiana game wrapped up, there's been just one question on everyone's mind. Will the team have a player who can suit up to win by Tuesday? Considering that the team could be down to as less as 8 players in the upcoming matchup, they do have the option to make the most of one of the WNBA's rules. The question, though, remains, is it gonna be someone familiar with the system or someone absolutely new? White's words have provided some answers amidst fans clamoring for Chendi Carter. Well, that question is really the need of the hour. Because at this point, it doesn't matter if you started the season looking like a top-tier team. Chemistry was already a shaky subject, and now sitting at 2-4 after losing everything that was actually working. First, it was their offensive engine Caitlin Clark, who was sidelined with a quadriceps injury, while she's expected to return by June 10th. Losing 19 points per game has proven to be a big blow. The 2 straight losses speak for that.